Radical.
Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm going to share with you a confusing comment thread I'm currently a part of. And I'm going to give this a response. I don't know exactly what to title this response. Maybe it'll be a rad response. Maybe it'll be me talking about LowTierGod for a couple of minutes. I'm not sure. Race came by. Of all comments to leave on all videos, he left this comment on the CM Retro Gaming Community is Broken video. He said, hell, LowTierGod has more gaming credibility than all your e-begging article readers combined. That's pretty bad if you ask me. So he came by, granted, when we're talking about e-beggars in the broken gaming community, defending LowTierGod. I said to him, LowTierGod is a garbage human being who threw a hissy fit when he was destroyed by Broly Legs. More on that in a moment. Then he responded back to me, and yet you have all these so-called article readers making tons of money, yet still asking people for handouts so they can fix their house, fund a Neverland museum. Kinda sad that you consider e-beggar scammers not a filthy human being. Maybe you are new to the channel, I'm not sure. Ask around. I call out a lot of these motherfuckers with their Neverland museums, people begging for handouts to fix things like their basements. That's a lot of what I do here. So, you know, you're misinformed if someone told you that I don't consider a lot of these people scammers, e-beggars, and filthy human beings themselves. You would have to be a filthy human being to want someone to pay for your basement leak before you sell the fucking house. You would have to be a filthy human being to have merch you're selling for a museum that only exists in your head. And you, Race, would have to be a filthy human being for defending LowTierGod. If you've seen the videos from a couple years ago where people highlight his behavior after being defeated by Broly Legs. Broly Legs is a very good, he's a pro fighter. Okay, I don't know what the terminology is. He's a pro fighter in the fighting circuits. He's amazing. But the thing about Broly Legs is, his name is kind of like a, you know, I'm not sure the history behind the name. You know, Broly, of course, is Broly, a strong character from Dragon Ball Z. He's not got strong legs. In fact, he has a condition, he has a handicap. And the man has to use his tongue. You know, could you imagine how much skill it takes to play fucking Street Fighter with your mouth? How much skill does that take? But he does it. But he does it, right? LowTierGod was bodied. He was destroyed by this pro fighter. And instead of, like, you know, just kind of commending him and everything like that, the live stream is saved. He throws a fucking salt fest. DSP Gaming would blush at this salt fest he throws. Insults Broly Legs. You just got defeated. Your ass was whooped by someone using their tongue, and then they beat you, right? But this is not an average person, okay? This is a pro fighter. Instead of saying, man, you know, I'll try to get better, you know, like you're supposed to do when you get your ass whooped in a fighting game, right? You know, maybe can you give me some tips or something? You know, you're supposed to be the better man. LowTierGod was not the better man. He's a piece of shit. He's a garbage human being. And you speak on e-beggars. Can you answer me a question there, Erased? Does LowTierGod accept donations for playing video games? Okay? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. Yes, he fucking does. So how are you going to be here and then defend LowTierGod? You're just confused all around, I think. I have this particular problem when people come by and they tell me, you know, LowTierGod or a Maximilian dude, you know, they're good people, they're good dudes. They're accepting donations for playing video games, right? Some people could argue, you know, that some of these article regurgitators actually maybe do more putting into the production for some of their videos. Some people might argue that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they're both fucking lazy. If you're playing video games and accepting donations, you're fucking lazy, all right? if you're regurgitating news articles and accepting donations from your from your audience. You're fucking lazy. It's wrong on both ways. Okay? People might say, oh, you're a pro player, you're a pro fighter, you're playing video games. I reiterate this, how fucking stupid on any level is it to toss donations to someone playing video games? Are we gonna do this for the movie watchers? Hey, you're really good at watching movies. Here's some fucking money. I bring into question the whole act of giving donations to people online as being fucking stupid. All right? So, of course, LowTierGod, of all people, I would argue that he's fucking worse than DSP on some levels. Because I don't know if DSP would go out of his way to insult someone with a fucking handicap. Who the fuck is not a garbage person that insults a person with a handicap?